In part 1, we have already discussed what is meditation and the gate to bliss, so please watch the part 1 before watching this video. In search of truth. Yoga is the science which teaches us how to get these perceptions. It is not much use to talk about religion until one has felt it. Why is there so much disturbance, so much fighting and quarreling in the name of God? There has been more bloodshed in the name of God than for any other cause, because people never went to the fountainhead. They were content only to give a mental assent to the customs of their forefathers, and wanted others to do the same. What right has a man to say he has a soul if he does not feel it, or that there is a God if he does not see him? If there is a God, we must see him. If there is a soul, we must perceive it, otherwise it is better not to believe. It is better to be an outspoken atheist than a hypocrite. Man wants truth, wants to experience truth for himself. When he has grasped it, realized it, felt it within his heart of hearts, then alone, declare the Vedas, would all doubts vanish, all darkness be scattered, and all crookedness be made straight. How restless is the mind? How hard it is to control the mind. Well has it been compared to the maddened monkey. There was a monkey, restless by his own nature, as all monkeys are. As if that were not enough, someone made him drink freely of wine, so that he became still more restless. Then a scorpion stung him. When a man is stung by a scorpion, he jumps about for a whole day, so the poor monkey found his condition worse than ever. To complete his misery, a demon entered into him. What language can describe the uncontrollable restlessness of that monkey? The human mind is like that monkey, incessantly active by its own nature. Then it becomes drunk with the wine of desire, thus increasing its turbulence. After desire takes possession comes the sting of the scorpion of jealousy at the success of others, and last of all the demon of pride enters the mind, making it think itself of all importance. How hard to control such a mind. A tremendous task. According to the yogis, there are 3 principal nerve currents, one they call the ida, the other the pingala, and the middle one the sushumna, and all these are inside the spinal column. The ida and the pingala, the left and the right, are clusters of nerves, while the middle one, the sushumna, is hollow and is not a cluster of nerves. This sushumna is closed, and for the ordinary man is of no use, for he works through the ida and the pingala only. Currents are continually going down and coming up through these nerves, carrying orders all over the body through other nerves running to the different organs of the body. The task before us is vast, and first and foremost, we must seek to control the vast mass of sunken thoughts which have become automatic with us. The evil deed is, no doubt, on the conscious plane, but the cause which produced the evil deed was far beyond in the realms of the unconscious, unseen, and therefore more potent. This is the first part of the study, the control of the unconscious. The next is to go beyond the conscious. So, therefore, we see now that there must be a twofold work. First, by the proper working of the ida and the pingala, which are the 2 existing ordinary currents, to control the subconscious action, and secondly, to go beyond even consciousness. He alone is the yogi who, after long practice and self-concentration, has attained to this truth. The sushumna now opens and a current which never before entered into this new passage will find its way into it, and gradually ascend to the different lotus centers, till at last it reaches the brain. Then the yogi becomes conscious of what he really is, God himself. Environment for meditation. Those of you who can afford it will do better to have a room for this practice alone. Do not sleep in that room, it must be kept holy. You must not enter the room until you have bathed, and are perfectly clean in body and mind. Place flowers in that room always, they are the best surroundings for a yogi, also pictures that are pleasing. Burn incense morning and evening. Have no quarreling, nor anger, nor unholy thought in that room. Only allow those persons to enter it who are of the same thought as you. Then gradually there will be an atmosphere of holiness in the room, so that when you are miserable, sorrowful, doubtful, or your mind is disturbed, the very fact of entering that room will make you calm. This was the idea of the temple and the church, and in some temples and churches you will find it even now, but in the majority of them the very idea has been lost. The idea is that by keeping holy vibrations there the place becomes and remains illumined. Those who cannot afford to have a room set apart can practice anywhere they like. Requisites for meditation. Where there is fire, or in water or on ground which is strewn with dry leaves, where there are many anthills, where there are wild animals, or danger, where four streets meet. Where there is too much noise, where there are many wicked persons, yoga must not be practiced. This applies more particularly to India. Do not practice when the body feels very lazy or ill, or when the mind is very miserable and sorrowful. Go to a place which is well hidden, and where people do not come to disturb you. Do not choose dirty places. Rather choose beautiful scenery, or a room in your own house which is beautiful. When you practice, first salute all the ancient yogis, and your own guru, and God, and then begin. Time for meditation. You must practice at least twice every day, and the best times are towards the morning and the evening. When night passes into day, and day into night, a state of relative calmness ensues. The early morning and the early evening are the two periods of calmness. Your body will have a like tendency to become calm at those times. We should take advantage of that natural condition and begin then to practice. Make it a rule not to eat until you have practiced. If you do this, the sheer force of hunger will break your laziness. In India they teach children never to eat until they have practiced or worshipped, and it becomes natural to them after a time. A boy will not feel hungry until he is bathed and practiced. Now pray. Mentally repeat. Let all beings be happy. Let all beings be peaceful. Let all beings be blissful. So do to the east, south, north and west. The more you do that, the better you will feel yourself. You will find at last that the easiest way to make ourselves healthy is to see that others are healthy, and the easiest way to make ourselves happy is to see that others are happy. After doing that, those who believe in God should pray not for money, not for health, nor for heaven. Pray for knowledge and light. Every other prayer is selfish. Part 3 will be uploading soon. Thank you for watching. May God bless you in your spiritual journey. Make sure you subscribe to our channel The Spiritual Boy.